Broadcasting live from the Riddick's v. OBS Studio Broadcast Center at Fordyce Center in Antioch. This is GNASH Hockey on the Middle Tennessee Sports Network as we have reached the final night of the first half of the 2023-2024 GNASH regular season. And we have a game with a consequence at stake. Is one of the top three finishers from the last two Predators Cups is going to have to move down to Tier 2 for the second half of the regular season and play in the Henry Hine Cup. Mount Juliet-Wilson Central Green Hill taking on Ravenwood. Brentwood end up in this mix as well. A lot to go over regarding this game in terms of scenarios and tiebreakers. So let's not waste any time. And let's just go ahead and jump into our normal pregame routine, and that is going over the results from the most recent night. And there was only one game on Monday night, and that was Mount Juliet-Wilson Central Green Hill beating Father Ryan 3-2. So let's check the Tier 1 standings for the first half of the regular season with that game in the books. Franklin and MBA both sitting atop Tier 1 with a record of 6-0-1. Father Ryan and Pope Prep MOK GCA both finished the first half 3-4. I don't know. I think they have, on the GNASH website, they have Pope above Ryan, I guess because of goal difference. But it's Ryan above Pope because Ryan beat Pope on September 27th. Mount Juliet-Wilson Central Green Hill are at 2-3-1. Brentwood, they've been finished for just over a week. They finished at 2-4-1. Ravenwood at 2-4. And Rutherford, they finished last week. They are definitely going down with a record of 1-6. Tier 2, Ensworth, Nolensville, Lipscomb, they are moving up to Tier 1. A perfect 7-0 in the first half of the regular season. Summit Page are at 4-2. Hendersonville Beach Gallatin at 3-1-2. Those two teams still in the battle for promotion to Tier 1, although if Summit win the game that's going on right now, it could all be over. Tennessee Outlaws are at 2-2-2. Centennial finished up with the first half of the regular season last week, 2-3-2. USNBA Nashville Christian, they're staying put, 2-3-1. Station Camp Liberty Creek 1-4-2 in their first half, and Independence Ravenwood 2 at 0-6-1 in their first half. So the schedule for tonight, going on right now at Rink A at Centennial. That game got started just past 7:10. The Outlaws and Summit Page. All Summit Page have to do is win this game, and they'll be moving up along with Ensworth. They would, if they win, they'll finish the first half of the regular season 5-2. And even if Hendersonville win, they'd only reach 4 wins. So they would lose out on the first tiebreaker, which is most wins, 5-4. Coming up in just a few minutes here on the South Ring in Antioch, Mount Juliet-Wilson Central Green Hill taking on Ravenwood. 8:30 on Rink B at Centennial. The second half of the regular season gets underway tonight. Centennial against Station Camp Liberty Creek. Those two teams met just 17 days ago. Centennial won 4-1, but things were different then. Centennial were still in the hunt to move up to Tier 2, but then they blew that lead against Indy, and that game ended up tied, and then Summit beat USN, and that rendered the Ensworth Centennial game meaningless because Summit's win over USN meant that Ensworth were moving up and Centennial were staying down. So, yeah, I got a feeling Kate Henderson is going to be playing that game in goal tonight for Centennial. And then at 8:40 on Rink A at Centennial, USNBA Nashville Christian FRA Good Pasture taking on Hendersonville Beach Gallatin. If Summit beat the Outlaws, that game will not matter by the time it starts. So let's move on and talk about the game that we're doing tonight. And let's go over the scenarios. So there are two very simple scenarios here. If Mount Juliet win, they and Brentwood are staying up, and Ravenwood have to move down. If this game ends in a tie, then Mount Juliet and Ravenwood stay up, and Brentwood have to move down because Brentwood and Ravenwood would both finish the season 2-4-1. You have to throw out the first tiebreaker, which is most wins because they each have 2, and then you move on to head-to-head. Ravenwood beat Brentwood 6-2 on September 27th, so that's how you would end up with that scenario, the result of that scenario. Now, we got to talk about goal differential. Mount Juliet's goal differential at the moment is -3. They have scored 10, allowed 13. Brentwood's on the GNASH website is -5, scored 20, allowed 25. However, when it comes to the goal differential tiebreaker, GNASH has a rule. In a game where a team won by more than 6 goals, any goals above the 6-goal margin are not counted. Brentwood beat Father Ryan 7-0 back on October 18th. So you have to scratch out one of Brentwood's goals for. So that's 19 goals scored. Now, they didn't lose any games by more than 6 goals, so you calculate all 25 of the goals they've allowed when it comes to goal difference. So 19 goals scored minus 25 allowed minus 6. So if Ravenwood beat Mount Juliet by 1 or 2 goals, Mount Juliet and Ravenwood stay up, Brentwood move down. If Mount Juliet beat Ravenwood, or if Ravenwood beat Mount Juliet by 3 goals, then we move into the 4th tiebreaker, which is fewest goals allowed in all games. Mount Juliet have allowed 13, Brentwood have allowed 25. If Mount Juliet lose by 3, providing the game doesn't end 16-13, in which case they would have allowed all 13 of those goals against them would count because they only lost by 3, then Mount Juliet would be moving up on the 4th tiebreaker. But if Ravenwood win by 4 goals or more, then Mount Juliet's goal difference gets worse than Brentwood's, and Brentwood would stay up, and Mount Juliet would be moving down. So that's how all this takes hold. And, yeah, it's it's really crazy. It's really crazy. Just going to have to see how things go from here. As the officiating crew makes their way out onto the rink. All right, now let's talk about the 2 teams playing tonight's game. First up, Mount Juliet-Wilson Central Green Hill, coached by Alex Walker. 2-3-1 coming into tonight. Started the season with a 2-1 loss to Pope on September 25th. 2 nights later, they lost 6-0 to Franklin. By the way, Mount Juliet have not won a game by more than 6 or lost by more than 6. So everything that they've put up, whether allowed or scored, counts. October 11th, they beat Rutherford Rampage 4-0. October 18th, they lost 2-1 to Montgomery Bell. October 25th, they tied 1-1 with Brentwood, and then this past Monday night, they beat Father Ryan 3-2. So, here are Mount Juliet stats coming into tonight. They have 4 players who each have 3 points. Carson Slocum has 3 points, all from goals. Ryan Woods, Parker Triplett, and Bobby Camos each have 3 points from a goal and 2 assists. Anthony Giampalo has 2 points from goals. Rylan Kripe has 2 points from a goal and an assist. Jordan Antar a point from a goal. And Trenton Gorell and Tyler Dubois each with a point from an assist. Moving on to goalie play, Noah Smart has played in 3 games. He's not playing tonight. He's on the bench in street clothes. His record 1-2. He's played 126 minutes, goals against average of 2. No shutouts. He's allowed 6 goals and 69 shots, turned away the other 63. His save percentage in the regular season so far is 91. Smart has played in the Father Ryan game on Monday, as well as the games against Pope and MBA. Brent Balls has played in 2 games. The game against Franklin and the game against Brentwood, so his record 0-1-1. He's played 84 minutes, goals against average of 3.5. No shutouts. He's allowed 7 goals and 50 shots, turned away the other 43, and his save percentage in the regular season so far is 86. Corbin Vickery has played in 1 game. That was the game against Rutherford. MJ won, so his record 1-0. Played the full 42 minutes, and it was a shutout, so he turned away all 14 shots that he faced. Moving on to Ravenwood, coached by Mike Driscoll. Opened the regular season with a 5-1 loss to Father Ryan on September 25th, then beat Brentwood on September 27th, 6-2. Lost to Franklin 7-3 on October 2nd. Lost to Rutherford on October 25th, 5-1. Lost to MBA 5-2 on October 30th, and then last Wednesday beat Pope 4-2. So let's check their player stats coming into tonight. Liam Powell, the leading scorer, he has 8 points from 6 goals and 2 assists. Brady Friedman, 4 points from 3 goals and an assist. Keaton Moffitt and Oliver Lutz each with 3 points from 2 goals and an assist. Jack Reedy has 3 points from a goal and 2 assists. Bennett Nichols and Cooper Hill each with 2 points from a goal and an assist. Owen Appel, 2 points from assists. Lucas Brady, a point from a goal. And Anthony Maltese, Cannon Kaiser, Zeke Landcamer, and Jake Farrell each have a point from an assist. Moving on to the goalie stats, Brady Miller has played in all 6 games, started all 6. His record matches the team's 2 and 4. He's played just shy of 237 minutes. Goals against average of 4.08. No shutouts. He's allowed 23 goals on 128 shots and turned away the other 105. His save percentage in the regular season so far is 82. And Colin Gower has appeared in only 1 game, the 3rd period of the game against Franklin. Played the full 14 minutes. Well, they had him pulled for a couple minutes, but Franklin never scored. So I just said he played the full 14. Goals against average of 6. He allowed 2 goals and 7 shots, turned away the other 5, and his save percentage in the regular season so far is 71. As we are down to the final 30 seconds of the pregame warm-up. And now the warm-up clock runs down to 0. I don't see Cooper Hill for Ravenwood. Oh, wow. Well, we're ready to go with this one. Corbin Vickery starting in goal for Mount Juliet. Brady Miller starting in goal for Ravenwood for this first period. Mount Juliet will carry the puck towards me. Ravenwood will carry it away from me. Who wins? Who stays up? Who goes down? We're about to answer many, many questions over the course of this next hour and a half or so. As this game is underway with Ravenwood getting the puck into the Mount Juliet zone off the opening draw. But the Bears quickly coming up with it and getting it out. Brady Friedman with it at center for Ravenwood. Dumping it back into the Mount Juliet zone, but he was behind the red line, so they call icing. And that takes just the first 15 seconds off the clock. So I'm standing behind the goal that Ravenwood are defending, the goal nearest to the lobby. The bleachers are closest to me. The benches are further away, so the bleachers on the near side, benches are far. Draw to the right of Miller. Won by Ravenwood. But held in by Mount Juliet and then given right back to Brady Friedman, who fires the puck out to center. Liam Powell, right wing side of the Mount Juliet zone. Pass to the slot. Jack Reedy bumped off the puck. Trying to get it back. Held on to by Powell. And I don't know if he was trying to shoot from an on angle or not, but the puck comes out to the left point, Cannon Kaiser. Now it's taken by the Bears. Ryan Woods through center. Into the Ravenwood zone on the right wing side. Woods shot goes behind the net. Puck going all the way back into the Mount Juliet zone. Tyler Dubois tracks it down. Dubois spins away from Liam Powell. Tried to stretch pass up the near side, and it was deflected for a moment by Jake Farrell. But Mount Juliet do have it and bring it into the Ravenwood zone. Owen Appel with it now for the Raptors. Appel out to center. Into the Mount Juliet zone, trying to get to the front of the net. Has to drop the puck out to the near side. Now it's out on the far wall in the left wing corner. Came out to the slot, was knocked away by a Mount Juliet stick, comes back out, and they score! Oliver Lutz in the bottom of the left circle, slides the puck underneath Corbin Vickery into the back of the net, and Ravenwood take a 1-0 lead just 94 seconds in. 12:26 left in the first, and Ravenwood get the first goal of the game from Oliver Lutz, the freshman, who's turned into a big contributor for them. So now Mount Juliet, their goal differential is now -4. They can only surrender 2 more goals before they have to score one themselves. Mount Juliet win the draw, get it into the Ravenwood zone. Oh, and then Carter Spencer takes it away, and his shot is gloved and held on to by Brady Miller. Carter Spencer swiped the puck away from Brady Friedman, got to the right circle and got off a shot that Miller gloves and hangs on to. Draw will be to his left. Draw one by the Raptors. Liam Powell. Up the near side, out to center. Powell making his way to the far side. He is in the Mount Juliet zone on the right wing. Right circle, shot. I think he missed the net. Puck sliding through center back into the Ravenwood zone. Owen Appel is going to get there first. Trenton Gorell tried to hold him up, but he fell down. Stretch pass by Appel is intercepted. Puck sent back the other way, intercepted by Appel. Appel brings it back into the Mount Juliet zone on the right wing side. Gets knocked into the right wing corner boards by Jordan Antar. Mount Juliet trying to clear the puck out. Held into the right point, Jack Reedy. Reedy's shot turned away by Vickery. I guess it missed the net. They haven't put it up on the board. Puck comes out to the left point. Held in by Owen Appel. Gets knocked down by Parker Triplett, and the puck cleared by Bobby Kemos. Puck out at center. Dump back into the Ravenwood zone. Puck out on the near boards. It goes out to center. Ryan Woods has it for Mount Juliet. Passes ahead to Jordan Antar. Antar tried to flick it across, but that was broken up by the stick of Zeke Landkammer. Antar gets the puck back. It's inside the Ravenwood zone, but it comes straight to Owen Appel, who flicks it ahead to Liam Powell. Powell out at center, the puck knocked away. Here's Bobby Kemos, left wing side of the Ravenwood zone. Zeke Landkammer trying to get the puck away. He and Kamos have their sticks tied up, and Kamos loses the puck behind the net. Landkammer banks it off the near boards, held in by Ryan, around one defender, gets around Powell, gets off a shot that's blocked away by Miller. Nice maneuvering by Woods there. Rylan Kripe holds onto the puck. Reed Spencer's shot slowed up by a stick. Now Rylan Kripe out in front. Whiffs to the backhander. Puck drifts out to the right circle. Zeke Landkammer trying to clear. Ryan Woods holds it into the left point. Woods passes across. Reed Spencer, top of the right circle. His shot deflected to the left wing corner by the stick of Kaiser. Puck pushed to the front of the net, but goes through the top of the crease. Zeke Landkammer tried to clear it out. Ryan Woods held it into the left point again. Woods trying to pass off to Reed Spencer. Woods trying to move to the slot. Puck poked away by Jake Farrell, but only as far as center. And now Mount Juliet regain control inside their own zone and start trying to move it again. Pass across at center, intercepted by Kaiser. Cannon Kaiser back into the Mount Juliet zone. Turns the puck over to Reed Spencer. Now Carter Spencer. Backhands it into the Ravenwood zone. He was getting knocked down. Brady Friedman clears it out. Anthony Giampaolo flips it through the air back into the Ravenwood zone. Cannon Kaiser knocks it down ahead to Oliver Lutz, who has the only goal of the game so far. Lutz into the Mount Juliet zone on the right wing side, gets knocked into the boards and loses the puck. Big hit by Giampaolo. Tyler Dubois down low, trying to send the puck up the near wall. Poked ahead but held in. Brady Friedman. Friedman moving over to the left wing side. Curls around near the blue line. Passes across. Owen Appel shot from the right point. Kicked away by Vickery with a right leg pad. Puck comes out in front, and it's going to be carried out by Giampaolo. Hey, he had it taken away right at his own blue line by Brady Friedman. Sent back in. Tyler Dubois has it. Dubois standing behind his own net. Dubois trying to pass over to Giampaolo. Went off his stick, stays inside the zone. Oliver Lutz holding it in, passing it down to the right wing corner. Lutz. Puck came back to him. He sends it back down deep. Comes back to Lutz near the right half wall. His shot towards the net blocked. And Mount Juliet clear. Owen Appel with it at center. In a tussle for it. Puck back inside the Ravenwood zone. Bennett Nichols flips it ahead. Tyler Dubois with it. Passes across. Colton Vivrette trying to pass it up the far boards. And it's out at center. And a pass ahead to Jordan Antar. Misses him. It goes into the Ravenwood zone in the left wing corner. Antar's going to get there first ahead of Jack Reedy. Antar passes the puck out to Dubois. Dubois with a shot stopped by Miller, and the rebound sent past the net by Antar. Puck came out in front. Jack Reedy going to carry it to center. Reedy into the Mount Juliet zone. Hands off Will Gallagher, right wing side. His shot came to the front of the net. Across to Anthony Maltese, and he shot it wide. Here's Jordan Antar. Big break for Mount Juliet there. Antar flips the puck on goal in the Ravenwood zone. Brady Miller stops and covers. Summit Page beat the Outlaws 4-2, so Summit Page are moving up. That means the USN Hendersonville game does not have any meaning, because even if Hendersonville won, they would only have 4 wins. Summit already have 5, so there's your tiebreaker. So Summit and Ensworth are moving up. Congratulations to Greg Sowers and the Spartans. Draw to the left of Brady Miller. Won by Ravenwood. Cooper Friedman into the Mount Juliet zone on the left wing side. His shot blocked. Ryland Kripe. Now Reed Spencer out to center. Kripe into the Ravenwood zone on the left wing side. Kripe with a shot. Stopped by Miller. He pulls in the rebound and covers. With Carter Spencer trying to crash the net. So the Outlaws finished the first half of the regular season 2-3-2. Draws to the left of Miller. Won by Ravenwood. Cooper Friedman carries it to center. It's in the Mount Juliet zone on the right wing side. Lucas Brady backhands it over to Friedman. Tried to backhand it to the net. Now the puck out on the far boards. Taken by Mount Juliet. Mount Juliet player getting knocked over. That's Ryland Kripe, even though he got the puck out to center. Now there's Lucas Brady, right wing side of the Mount Juliet zone, backhands it across the front of the net. Actually came on goal. Corbin Vickery had to flick it away. Here's Kripe. And the puck ends up being sent into the netting above the glass on the far side by a Mount Juliet stick. May have been Ryan Woods' stick. 6:13 to go in the first, still 1-0 Ravenwood. Draw is going to be to the right of Vickery. Won by Ravenwood. Kenan Kaiser trying to backhand the puck in front. And it's at the far side of the net, but knocked away. Now it's out at center. Picked up by Brady Friedman. Friedman passing ahead to Keaton Moffitt. Now Jake Farrell inside the Mount Juliet zone, and the puck knocked away. It's still alive for Ravenwood. Puck sent around the boards to the far side and out. Brady Friedman will track it down inside his own zone. Friedman around the back of his own net. Oh, knocked the puck off the kick plate behind him. Oliver Lutz had to clear it out. Friedman was lucky Bobby Camos was still chasing him. Otherwise, Camos might have had a free path to the net with that puck. Here's Keaton Moffitt at center. Actually, no, it's Jake Farrell into the Mount Juliet zone. Farrell shot. Stopped by Vickery. Rebound. Turned away by Vickery. Owen Appel, whiffs on a pass attempt inside his own zone, so Jordan Antar forces him to lose the puck. But then Antar can't get a stick on it. Appel with it now on the far side. Appel flipping it ahead, knocked down at the blue line by Tyler Dubois. Oh, he was just behind the blue line. They whistle him for offside because Antar was still in the zone. Dubois was just behind the blue line when he knocked the puck down and brought it in. 4:57 left in the first. Still 1-0 Ravenwood. Draw's going to be on the dot and right in front of the Ravenwood bench. Mount Juliet get the puck inside the Ravenwood zone. Here's Jordan Antar. Backhanding it out high, but it goes out to center. Colton Vivret couldn't get to it. Corbin Vickery out to play it. Leaves it for Vivret. Vivret passing it ahead to Ryan Woods. Now Bobby Camos backhanding it up the near side. Here's a shot from Parker Triplett. Turned away by Brady Miller. Antar backhanding it out to Camos, who gets knocked down bottom of the left circle by Bennett Nichols. Here's Liam Powell back the other way. Powell into the Mount Juliet zone on the right wing side. Around the back of the net, tries to wrap around, and it went across the crease. And the net got dislodged. .4:11 to go in the first. Still 1-0. Ravenwood. Draw is going to be to the right or to the left of Vickery. Draw one by Ravenwood and a shot from Liam Powell. Stopped and held on to by Vickery. So they'll drop the puck to his left again. Draw one by Mount Juliet. Puck carried through center and dumped into the Ravenwood zone by Trenton Gurrell. Jacob Thomas battling with Cannon Kaiser, pushes him up against the boards. Now the puck comes free and carried to the side of the net, and Andrew Huffing with a shot stopped by Brady Miller. Puck ends up behind the net, and Trenton Gurrell loses it to Liam Powell. Powell carries to center. Powell into the Mount Juliet zone, trying to get to the front of the net, gets off a shot that's blocked. Back the other way come the Bears. Ryan Woods through center. Into the Ravenwood zone. He was double teamed into the puck poked away. Now Carter Spencer brings the puck back into the Ravenwood zone. Passes across to his twin brother Reed. Reed Spencer, top left circle, shot over the net. Cooper Friedman on the far boards. Cannon Kaiser in there. Backhands it up, but it's held in at the right point by Anthony Giampaolo. His shot blocked. Comes out in front. And a shot from Carter Spencer stopped by Miller point blank. Or did he ever get the stick on it? I'm not sure, but man, Mount Juliet had a big chance just then. Back the other way goes Brady Friedman into the Mount Juliet zone. Could not get around. I think it's Tyler Dubois defending him on the back check. Dubois with the puck, whips it around the boards to the far side, held in at the left point by Owen Appel. His shot stopped by Vickery, who covers up the rebound. 2:39 to go in the first. Still 1-0 Ravenwood. Draw was to Vickery. Shot stopped and held on to by him, so they'll drop it to his right again. Ravenwood with a puck off the draw. Luke Pierce shot from the left point, blocked. Comes to Oliver Lutz in the slot. His shot blocked. And the puck's going to be carried out by Anthony Giampaolo. Giampaolo, lost it at center. Owen Appel poked it away from him. Lutz going to bring it back into the Mount Juliet zone on the right wing side. Tried to pass the slot, and Jake Farrell, that's intercepted. Rylan Kripe going back the other way. Kripe into the Ravenwood zone on the left wing side. Kripe Round the back of the net, puts the puck out in front, went through the skates of Reed Spencer, held in, Jeb Paulo shot. Stopped and held on to by Miller. Minute 58 left in the first. 1-0 Ravenwood. Draw is going to be to Miller's right. Draw one by Ravenwood. Bennett Nichols trying to clear the puck out. Jack Reedy has it at center. Now Liam Powell into the Mount Juliet zone on the right wing side. Powell tried to drop it back to Reedy. Reedy in front of backhander. Stopped and covered up by Vickery. Reedy right in front of the net with his back to the net. Vickery read him the whole way and kept the puck out. And a penalty against Mount Juliet. Bobby Camos in the box. Not sure what for, but Ravenwood are now on the power play. Minute 47 left in the first, and they're up 1-0. Mount Juliet not needing to give up any penalties. Again, they cannot lose this game by 4 goals or more, or else they're going down. Puck is in the Mount Juliet zone. They try and clear, and they do. They get it out. Trickles into the Ravenwood zone, picked up by Cannon Kaiser. Backhanding it across to Brady Friedman. Friedman across to Liam Powell at center. Powell into the Mount Juliet zone on the left wing side. Holds it, passes out high. Kaiser backhanded over to Friedman. Friedman near the right half wall. Passes down low to Nichols. Back up top, Friedman. Friedman holding, taking a shot. I'm not sure if that was turned away by Vickery or not. Final minute of the first. Puck out on the far boards. Bears trying to clear. It's held in. Liam Powell trying to go to the slot. Gets off a shot. Stopped by Vickery. And he's got the rebound covered. Now under a minute left in the power play for the Raptors. 4:57 seconds left in the power play. 43.8 seconds left in the first. 1-0 Ravenwood. Draw is going to be to Corbin Vickery's left. Draw one by the Raptors. Keaton Moffitt passing over to Owen Appel. Owen Appel trying to back in and out in front. It's intercepted and cleared out. Just went out. 30 seconds left in the first. Jack Reedy, left wing side of the Mount Juliet zone. Taking a shot. Stopped by Vickery. Rebound out in front of the net. Ends up going to the right wing corner. 30 seconds left of the power play for the Raptors. On angle shot. Turned away by Vickery. Final 10 seconds of the period. Here is Appel. Passing out high. Jack Reedy. His shot. Gloved and held on to by Vickery. 4.3 seconds left in the first. 18 seconds left in the power play. 1-0 Ravenwood. Draw is going to be to the left of Vickery. Draw one by Ravenwood, but given away by Mount Juliet, and they fire it to the other end of the rink as the first period comes to an end. Oliver Lutz scoring just 94 seconds into the game. Ravenwood will have 13 seconds of power play. Actually, no, the penalty clock is ticking down. Never mind. I'm not sure how much time. It's not going to be much, though. Ravenwood leading Mount Juliet-Wilson Central Green Hill 1-0 at the end of one. Ready to go for the start of the second period. Ravenwood will have 13 seconds of power play time carrying over. Brady Miller still in goal for the Raptors. Corbin Vickery still in goal for Mount Juliet for this second period. Ravenwood will carry the puck towards me. Mount Juliet will carry it away from me. Ravenwood win the draw to start the second. Dump the puck into the Mount Juliet zone. Tyler Dubois on the far side clears it out. It's deep in the Ravenwood zone. Penalty time against Mount Juliet is up there back at even strength. Jordan Antar with it. Comes out to the right wing. Passes off to Bobby Camels. Camels a shot in the right wing. Stopped by Brady Miller. And Jake Farrell has the rebound. Carries it to center, but he loses it. Anthony Giampaolo sends it back into the Ravenwood zone, but offside called against the Bear. And that takes the first 31 seconds of the period off the clock. 13:29 to go in the second. 1-0 Ravenwood. Here's Jordan Antar inside the Ravenwood zone around the back of the net. Passing out to the right wing. It hops over the stick of Parker Triplett. Now here's Jack Reedy to the front of the Mount Juliet net, but he couldn't get control of the puck. He never got control of the puck. And Corbin Vickery able to stop and cover. Draw was to Vickery's right. Won by Ravenwood, and a shot had to be turned away by him. Puck out at center. Cannon Kaiser dumps it back in the Mount Juliet zone in the right wing corner. Liam Powell behind the net. Comes out high, gets off a shot. Gloved and held onto by Vickery. Draw was to Vickery's right. Won by Ravenwood, and they get off a shot that he stops and covers. Draw to the right of Vickery. Once more. Looks like Ravenwood had it, but Rylan Kripe carries to center. Puck taken away. Here's Jake Lipinski getting bumped off. Brought in by Cooper Friedman on the left wing side. Now Lucas Brady. Brady behind his own net. Loses the puck, behind the Mount Juliet net. Why would he be going behind his own net? Puck taken away. Now here's Ryan Woods through center. Woods into the Ravenwood zone on the left wing side. Gets off a shot. It's gloved and held on to by Brady Miller. Draw to the right of Miller. Puck deep in the left wing corner. Comes around to the right wing corner. And going to be carried out by the Raptors. Puck back in the Mount Juliet zone. Keaton Moffitt shot attempt blocked. Held in Brady Friedman. Passed down to Oliver Lutz, who was the only goal of the game. Passes out to the left point, Kenan Kaiser, who decides to dump it down low. Puck comes around to the far side. Tyler Dubois clears it out. He was trying to pass the head to Jacob Thomas. Thomas couldn't get his stick on it. Kenan Kaiser chases the puck down inside the Ravenwood zone. Kaiser passing up the near side. Jake Farrell let it go off his stick and back into the Mount Juliet zone. Here's Tyler Dubois. Dubois skating around. Sends it around to the near side. Anthony Giampaolo. Ahead to Trenton Gurriel, off Gurriel sticking out. Here is Brady Friedman. Back into the Mount Juliet zone on the right wing side with a shot that's blocked over the net by Corbin Vickery. And a shot from Jake Farrell hits a stick and goes into the rafters. Draw be to the right of Vickery, won by Ravenwood, and a shot from Liam Powell was blocked, and then another shot from the bottom of the left circle, stopped and held onto by Vickery. That shot coming from Jack Reedy. By the way, 10:33 left in the second, 1-0 Ravenwood. Draw be to Vickery's right again. Won by Mount Juliet, carried out to center by Bobby Camos. Now Jordan Antar chasing the puck into the Ravenwood zone. Puts it out in front. Oh, and I thought that was in the net, but it was behind the net. Held in by Parker Triplett. Triplett moving down the right wing, getting off a shot. Stopped and held on to by Brady Miller. Draw is going to be to Miller's left. Won by Ravenwood. But the puck turned over to Mount Juliet, still inside the Ravenwood zone. Ryan Woods passing it down low. There's a shot from Bobby Camos, turned away by Miller. Here's Brady Friedman. Now a pass to center off the stick of Colton Vivret. It's in the Mount Juliet zone. Vivret gets to it. Brady Friedman trying to push him away from the puck. Vivret able to get it off to Bobby Camos. Camos trying to clear it out, and it ends up in the Ravenwood bench. 9:42 left in the second. Still 1-0 Ravenwood. Draw on the dot in front of the Ravenwood bench. Won by the Raptors, but turned right over to the Bears. Puck inside the Ravenwood zone. Brady Friedman's going to get to it. Raptors clear it out. Here's Colton Vivret trying to get it out of his zone, and it ends up in the Ravenwood bench again. I think he backhanded it off the skates of Brady Friedman, and it went out. So they'll drop it in front of the Ravenwood bench again. Draw one by the Raptors. Jake Lipinski pushed to the far boards by Rylan Kripe inside the Mount Juliet zone. And here's Kripe at center with the puck. Kripe into the Ravenwood zone with a shot. It's stopped and held on to by Miller. .906 left in the second. Still 1-0 Raptors. Draws to Miller's left. Won by Ravenwood, but turned over to Mount Juliet. Puck at the end boards. Now right behind the net. And the Raptors clear it out, only as far as center. Anthony Giampaolo with it. Now a big battle for the puck right up against the kick plate, right at the red line. Won by Keaton Moffitt. He brings it into the Mount Juliet zone, gets bumped off the puck. Jake Farrell trying to dig it loose. It's still in the Mount Juliet zone. His shot off a stick and past the net. Keaton Moffitt pushed away from the puck at the far side of the net. Now Tyler Dubois with it. Oliver Lutz jumps in to try and knock the puck away from him. Now it ends up behind the Mount Juliet net again, picked up by Giampaolo. Giampaolo couldn't get around Jake Farrell, but manages to get the puck out. Now he brings it back into the Ravenwood zone on the right wing side. Puck at the inboards. Owen Appel with a big hit. And there's going to be a penalty against the Raptors. Here's Tyler Dubois. Trying to find some space because of a shot. Was blocked. And we get an interference call against Ravenwood. And it's going to be against Zeke Landkammer. So Mount Juliet to the power play for the first time in this one, trailing 1-0 with 7:53 to go in the second. Draws to Miller's right. Puck is behind the Ravenwood net. Jordan Antar with it. Passes out high. Ryan Woods with a shot. Stopped by Miller. Rebound out near the front of the net. Cleared away by the Raptors. Ryan Woods passing it back ahead. Liam Powell trying to keep it away from Jordan Antar. Antar with it. Brings it back into the Ravenwood zone on the left wing side. Puts it behind the net. Bobby Campbell's trying to chase it down. Puck comes around to the far side. Colton Vivrette wants to hold it in. Taken away by Liam Powell. And then Powell is it taken away. Still inside the Ravenwood zone. Here's Jordan Antar. Trying to come out in front. Puck knocked away from him. Comes to Colton Vivrette and sends it across the front of the net. Ryan Woods dropping it up towards the right point. Bobby Campbell's holding it in. But he's forced out to center. Liam Powell chasing the puck into the Mount Juliet zone. Powell in front of backhander. Score! Shorthanded goal for the Raptors. Powell backhands it underneath Vickery into the back of the net. And it is 2-0. Ravenwood with 6:55 to go in the second, and Mount Juliet are treading on dangerous waters here. For some reason, they took the penalty time off the board. Wait a minute, I thought it was a penalty against Mount Ravenwood. They have five. Was it coincidentals or? I'm confused here. Puck inside the Mount Juliet zone. It's out high, sent towards the front of the net, intercepted by Anthony Giampaolo. Giampaolo passing up the far side. Here's Jacob Turner inside the Ravenwood zone on the left wing side, trying to drop it up top. Tyler Dubois passing back down low to Turner. Puck trickling out loose and carried to center by Jake Farrell. And the puck fired back deep into the Mount Juliet zone, but the Ravenwood player who did it was just behind the red line. So 5:59 left in the second. Icing was called. 2-0 Ravenwood. Draw to the right of Miller. One by Mount Juliet, but turned right over. Colton Vivrette couldn't hold it in. Here's Lucas Brady trying to drive it back in the Mount Juliet zone. Jake Lipinski has to chase it down. Pushed into the boards. Puck sent around. There's Rylan Kripe. Carrying the puck out to center. Ahead to Bobby Camos. Puck knocked away from him. It's inside the Ravenwood zone. Carter Spencer fires it down deep. Rylan Kripe comes out in front of backhander. Stopped by Miller. Rebound stopped by Miller. He was laying down and a bit out of position. Puck back in the Mount Juliet end, ends up going out of play. 5:10 to go in the second. 2-0 Ravenwood. Draws to the left of Vickery. Won by Ravenwood. Shot stopped by Vickery. Rebound knocked away from the net. That was Jack Reedy with a shot. Reedy dumps it down low for Powell. Tried to carry the puck to the slot and lost it. Here's Jordan Antar. Pass to center, intercepted. Anthony Maltese. Back into the Mount Juliet zone. Passing it over to the right wing side. Liam Powell would not touch it. And offside call against Ravenwood. So it was a delayed offside. But Mount Juliet touched up the puck. I guess it wasn't an intentional offside. Otherwise, they would have been dropping it in the Ravenwood zone. Here's Colton Vivrette. Out at center, Jordan Antar dumps the puck back into the Ravenwood zone. It's in the right wing corner. Now it's brought out in front, and a backhander missed the net. Here's Liam Powell back in the Mount Juliet zone on the left wing side. Powell. Pass off the stick of Ryan Woods. Jack Reedy behind the net, out to the right wing side. Trying to pass out to Bennett Nichols, but it's turned over, and out at center with it is Jordan Antar. Antar makes his way into the Ravenwood zone on the right wing side, but Owen Appel jumps in front of him and takes the puck away. Puck out on the far wall. It's back in the Mount Juliet zone. Ryan Woods will carry it out. Woods through center into the Ravenwood zone. Could not get around Owen Appel, who knocked the puck off him. Parker Triplett with a shot in the right wing boards. Stopped by Farrell. Wraparound try, score! Woods! Sorry, did I say Farrell? I meant Miller. But Parker Triplett's shot from the right half wall was stopped by Miller. He didn't know where the rebound was. It ended up behind the net, and Ryan Woods scores in the wraparound. And Mount Juliet get a crucial goal to get within one. And it's 2-1 Ravenwood with 3:30 to go in the second. Ravenwood with a puck off the draw. Brady Friedman inside his own zone. And it chopped off his stick at center. He gets it back from Cannon Kaiser. Inside the Mount Juliet zone, trying to move over to the left wing with a shot. Score! Friedman with a shot. He had a screen. Looked like it may have gone off a stick into the top corner on the left-hand side of the net. And Ravenwood are back up by 2, 3-1 with 2:58 to go in the second. And Mount Juliet once again getting back into dangerous waters. They can only lose by 3 to be able to stay up. Puck brought into the Mount Juliet zone off the draw. Got away from Keaton Moffitt. Vickery stops and covers. Draws to Vickery's left. Won by Ravenwood. Oliver Lutz trying to center the puck, went into the skates of Anthony Giampaolo. Here's Keaton Moffitt behind the net trying to backhand it out in front. Turns it over. Tyler Dubois banks it off the near boards. Dubois to center. Dubois chasing the puck to the end boards of the Ravenwood zone now. Now Dubois, left wing wall, half wall, excuse me. Shot was, I don't know if it was stopped or by Miller or not. Sorry for jumbling that sentence there. Puck out at center. Jake Farrell with it. Lost it going to the Mount Juliet blue line. Here goes Anthony Giampaolo the other way. Back into the Ravenwood zone. Gets knocked down by Oliver Lutz. Puck comes around to the far side. Held in Giampaolo, sends it across the front of the net. Jake Farrell carries the puck to center. Back into the Mount Juliet zone, left wing side. Puck got away from him. He gathers it back in, tried to drop it back, but intercepted and cleared out by Reed Spencer. Here's Owen Appel, backhanding it over to Keaton Moffitt. Puck dumped back into the Mount Juliet zone. Ryan Woods with it. Woods trying to stretch pass up the near side to Reed Spencer. Carter Spencer ends up sending it into the Ravenwood zone. Immediately cleared out. Now here's Ryan Woods. Passing up the near side. Looked like it was intercepted. Brady Friedman clears it out. This will be an icing against Ravenwood as we have entered the final minute of the second. 57.8 seconds left in the period. 3-1 Ravenwood. Draws to the right of Miller. Won by Mount Juliet and a shot turned away by Miller. Puck out front of there, they score! It's Jordan Antar. Puck ended up suddenly at the far side of the net. Antar knocks it in. And it's 3-2 Ravenwood with 51.1 seconds to go in the second. Now Juliet with a puck off the draw. Ryan Woods flipping it ahead, trying to get it out of his own zone. Cooper Friedman keeping it alive on the left wing side. Carrying it down, and gets pushed down by Parker Triplett. Now Jordan Antar out to center. 30 seconds left in the period. Antar into the Ravenwood zone. Lost the puck. It's out at center. Now Ryan Woods brings it back into the right wing side. Gets off a shot. Stopped by Miller. Off his chest and into his glove. He'll hang on for the whistle. 18 seconds left in the second. 3-2 Ravenwood. And Mount Juliet player has been kicked out of the game. He's been kicked out. It's Ryan Woods. Oh, what a selfish thing to do. What a silly thing to do for Ryan Woods to get kicked out of a game. A very important game for his team. Oh, and a 5-minute major. Oh my gosh. Ryan Woods, what did you do? Oh my goodness, a 5-minute power play for Ravenwood. The last thing any Mount Juliet player needed to do was do something silly. Oh my goodness. He had to have said something. That's the only thing. He had to have said something because they were pointing him to the, oh my gosh. Ravenwood back on a 5-minute power play up 3-2 with 18 seconds left in the second. And Mount Juliet need to do everything in their power to not let them score. Draws to the left of Corbin Vickery. Won by Mount Juliet. They try and clear. Held into the right point by Brady Friedman. Across to Cannon Kaiser. Shot misses the net. And the puck ends up in the Ravenwood bench as Mount Juliet tried to get it out. Draws to Vickery's left. Won by Ravenwood. Out high, Cannon Kaiser shot misses the net. Rebound try stopped by Vickery. That was Jake Farrell, and time runs out on the second. 4 minutes and 42 seconds of power play time will carry over to the second, but what a development here late in the second as Ryan Woods is thrown out of the game. Each side scores twice in the second. Goals from Ravenwood by Liam Powell and Brady Friedman, and the goals from Mount Juliet, Ryan Woods now ejected from the game, and Jordan Antar. It is Ravenwood leading Mount Juliet 3-2 at the end of two. I don't know. I mean, it was a simple stoppage, and all of a sudden I see the ref kicking somebody out.
Did he leave? Somebody leave?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see him leave.
Ryan Woods got kicked out of the game.
I'll ask Nate. I'll text him.
Ready to go for the third and final period of this one. Corbin Vickery still in goal for Mount Juliet. Brady Miller still in goal for Ravenwood. For this third period, Mount Juliet will carry the puck towards me. Ravenwood will carry it away from me. 4 minutes and 42 seconds. Oh, kicking? That's what they kicked Ryan Woods out for, kicking. Ravenwood with 4 minutes and 42 seconds of power play time, carrying over to the start of this third period as Liam Powell gets off a shot that's turned away by Corbin Vickery. Mount Juliet can't allow, the most they can allow on this power play is one goal. That's it. If they lose by 4 or more goals, they have to move down to Tier 2. Shot from the right half wall. Stopped by Vickery. Rebound try stopped by Vickery. And the puck leaks out to center. Here's Brady Friedman. Back into his own zone, getting off, back into the Mount Juliet zone, getting off a shot that's kicked away by Vickery. I don't know why I keep saying Friedman's inside his own zone. Shot from the left wing, blocked, and carried to center by Jordan Antar, who scored the most recent goal. Antar into the Ravenwood zone, shot over the net from the left circle. Puck back in the Ravenwood end still. Cannon Kaiser ahead to Brady Friedman. Friedman to center. Into the Mount Juliet zone on the right wing side. Under 4 minutes left in the power play for Ravenwood, by the way. Got to keep track of that. Bennett Nichols, left point. Passing down low, Liam Powell across to Friedman. Friedman back up top, Nichols. Powell. Passes down low, comes back to Powell. Powell, pass across, blocked in front. And Mount Juliet able to get the puck out. 3 minutes left in the power play for the Raptors. Rylan Kripe falls over at center, allowing Liam Powell to grab the puck. Powell into the Mount Juliet zone. Could not get around. I think it's Anthony Giampaolo who clears the puck. It's back in the Ravenwood zone. Owen Appel ahead to Jake Lipinski. Lipinski ahead to Anthony Maltese. Maltese back inside the Mount Juliet zone as the puck taken away and cleared. Owen Appel. Pass across to Anthony Maltese. Is it taken away? Puck going back towards the inboards of the Ravenwood zone. Maltese gets to it, drops it back for Bennett Nichols. Nichols. Passes across to Appel. Now Maltese ahead to Cooper Friedman. Friedman. Now Jake Farrell. Puck back inside the Mount Juliet zone going towards the front of the net. It's knocked away. Jake Farrell trying to keep it in. He's on his knees. Lost the puck. Under 2 minutes left of the power play for Ravenwood. Here's Jordan Antar back in the Ravenwood zone. His shot blocked by Owen Appel and goes out of play. So they'll drop the puck to Miller's right. Minute 52 left in the power play. 11:09 to go in the game. Ravenwood up 3-2. If this score holds, Mount Juliet would stay up and Brentwood would move down to Tier 2. Mount Juliet can lose by a maximum of 3 and still stay up. Draw was to the right of Miller, won by Ravenwood. Owen Appel out to center. Appel into the Mount Juliet zone. Drops it back. Anthony Maltese. Pass across. Went off a stick in front. Clearing attempt held in at the blue line by Bennett Nichols. His shot stopped by Corbin Vickery. And a shot from Maltese turned away by Vickery. Vickery going to have to stand tall here for the last 85 seconds of this power play. Puck out on the far boards. Bennett Nichols, left point. Pass across. Owen Appel. One-timer missed the net. Actually, they're saying Vickery got a piece of it. It went out of play. 73 seconds left on the power play. 10:31 to go in the game. Ravenwood up 3-2. Draws to the left of Miller. Vickery, and one of the referees was talking to Vickery, and they dropped the puck a little too quickly, so they'll drop it again. Won by Ravenwood. Brady Friedman flips it down low. Puck pinned up against the kick plate. 1 minute left in the power play. Liam Powell passes the puck out in front to Cannon Kaiser. Shot through traffic. Blocked. And Mount Juliet trying to get the puck out. And they do. Bobby Camos brings it to center. Camos into the Ravenwood zone. Lost it. Brady Friedman passing ahead to Powell. Liam Powell back into the Mount Juliet zone on the right wing side. Tries to drop it back. Here's Friedman. One-timer. Stopped by Vickery. Rebound out behind the net. 30 seconds left of the power play for Ravenwood. Brady Friedman, right circle. Had to control the puck and moves back towards the blue line. Passes across to the left point, and Cannon Kaiser back across Friedman. Back across Liam Powell. Powell shot in the left circle over the net. Here's Friedman again. Left point, moving down a bit. Pass across Powell. One-timer turned away by Vickery. Puck still inside the zone. Friedman, right wing side. Penalty time against Mount Juliet is up. They're back at even strength as Friedman gets knocked into the boards. Bobby Camos back the other way. Camos, left wing side of the Ravenwood zone. A shot stopped by Miller with a right leg pad. Rebound knocked away by Liam Powell. Puck dumped back into the Mount Juliet zone. Parker Triplett with it behind his own net. Hands it off, Jordan Antar. Antar to center. Into the Mount Juliet zone. Taking a shot in the slot and to be blocked away by Miller. I think it would have missed the net to the right anyway. And Jordan Antar with a steal. Tried to put the puck out in front. Nice pass block by Bennett Nichols. Keaton Moffitt trying to backhand the puck out. Held into the left point, but he got knocked down by Jacob Thomas, who's going to go to the box for it. Colton Vivrette kept the puck alive, but Thomas had knocked down Keaton Moffitt in an illegal manner. And what's the penalty here? Roughing. 8:26 to go. Ravenwood back on the power play, up 3-2. Draw to the left of Corbin Vickery. Won by Ravenwood. Puck put out in front, drifting out towards the left point, just held in by Bennett Nichols and passed back down low. Puck is behind the net. And Mount Juliet trying to clear the puck out. They can't. Held in by the Raptors. Now the Bears get it out. Jordan Antar flips it into the Ravenwood zone. Dumps it in. Owen Appel behind his own net. Now Bennett Nichols. Passing ahead to Jack Reedy. Reedy back in the Mount Juliet zone on the right wing side. Drops it back. Appel, his shot missed the net to the left of Vickery. Puck out on the far boards. And cleared out by the Bears. They'll change the line. Minute left on the power play for the Raptors. Here is Owen Appel. Appel, right wing side of the Mount Juliet zone, tried to drop it back. It looked like it was going to be chopped away from Jake Farrell by Rylan Kripe. And the Bears clear it again. Brady Friedman is going to track it down. Friedman's goal stands to be the game winner right now. Friedman carries the puck to center. 30 seconds left of the power play. Friedman back in the Mount Juliet zone, gets off a shot. It's off a stick and into the netting above the glass. 26 seconds left of the power play. 6:51 to go in the game. Still 3-2. Ravenwood. Draws to the right of Vickery. Mount Juliet win it, try and clear. It's held in. Kenan Kaiser, puck got away from him going towards the slot, so Anthony Giampaolo is able to clear. Here's Brady Friedman. Passing ahead to Liam Powell. Powell out to center. Powell into the Mount Juliet zone on the right wing side. Trying to drop the puck out in front. A shot stopped by Vickery. Penalty time against Mount Juliet is up the rack at even strength. Powell with the puck again. It gets Thomas out of the box. Carries to center. Powell takes it right back from him. Powell backhanding it across. Now Zeke Landcamer banks it off the near boards. Back into the Mount Juliet zone, but right to Bobby Camos. Puck ends up back in the Ravenwood zone. Cooper Friedman with it. Tries to clear it out. Intercepted. Trenton Gorell gets off a shot that went off a stick. I don't think it ever got to Miller. Went off a stick and went in another direction. Now here's Liam Powell. Back in the Mount Juliet zone, a backhander. I don't know if he ever got the shot off. Oh, and there's going to be another penalty against Mount Juliet, I think. Or is it against Ravenwood? It's a cross check against Liam Powell. Oh, boy. So Mount Juliet on the power play, down 3-2 with 5:40 to go. They're going to use their timeout. So that takes Ravenwood's best player off the ice for 2 minutes. And Mount Juliet are going to have to find a way. Now, if Mount Juliet come back and tie this game, as the situation stands, Brentwood are going down. If Mount Juliet come back and tie this game and it ends in a tie, Brentwood would still be going down. If Mount Juliet manages to come back and win this game, it's Ravenwood taking the drop. 5:40 to go. A lot can still happen here. A whole lot. Timeout is done. Ready to drop the puck to Brady Miller's left and resume this game. Big power play coming up for the Bears. They win the draw. But Oliver Lutz takes the puck away and carries it out to center. Lutz into the Mount Juliet zone. Puck got away. Actually, no. He got it back and he got off a shot. Corbin Vickery had to turn away. Mount Juliet trying to get the puck out of their zone. They do, but Ravenwood maintain possession. It's back inside the Raptors zone. Knocked away. Bobby Camos. Around the back of the net, trying to put it out in front. Pass was broken up by the sticks of Appel and Nichols. Appel back in the Mount Juliet zone on the right wing side. around the back of the net. Puck in the left wing corner. He's trying to pin it up against the kick plate. And it's taken back by the Bears. Bobby Campbell flips it out into open space. Puck ends up back in the Ravenwood zone. Cleared out immediately by Anthony Maltese. Mount Juliet with a puck, and not a great pass ahead, but Jordan Antar is still able to receive it. Under a minute left in the power play. Puck back inside the Ravenwood zone. Owen Appel going to fire it to the other end of the ice. Corbin Vickery out to play it. Nudge it ahead to Colton Vivrette. Vivrette passing up the near side to Antar. Antar gets around Jake Farrell. Oh, and the puck hit the skates of Bobby Campbell as they were crossing paths as Antar tried to go into the Ravenwood zone. Here's Vivrette. Puck taken away by Jake Farrell and shot on goal from center. Corbin Vickery having to make the stop. Under 30 seconds left of the power play. This has not been a good power play for Mount Juliet. This has been a really bad one. Jack Reedy with a puck. Round the back of the net. Comes out to the left wing side. Tried to pass to the slot. And big battle for the puck on the outside, far side boards. It's out at center. Penalty time against Ravenwood is up. They're back at even strength. Liam Powell out of the box and with the puck. Left wing side of the Mount Juliet zone. Gets off a shot. Stopped by Vickery. Rebound out to the near side boards. So Ravenwood had their best player in the box, and Mount Juliet wasted the power play. They got nothing on it. Shot from Mount High and Powell and to be turned away by Vickery. Now Mount Juliet, I don't think they're going to be able to pull Vickery here because it'd be too much of a risk. They're going to have to wait real late to pull him. Really late, like 30 seconds left. Because if they pull him too early, they could massively risk losing the game by a margin they don't need to. They're down one right now. It's good enough. And then Giampaolo chops the puck back into the Ravenwood zone. Brady Friedman with it. Friedman banks it off the near glass. And down, no icing. So play continues. Keaton Moffitt lost the puck. Brady Friedman holds it in. Brady Friedman shot from out high. Kicked away by Vickery. Puck of the inboards. Here's a shot from Ken Kaiser out high. Score! Off the post, the inside of the post to the right. Of Vickery and in. And it's 4-2 Ravenwood with 2:13 to go. And Mount Juliet absolutely have to keep it that close. They cannot let Ravenwood score anymore. Puck ends up back in the Ravenwood zone off the draw. Now it's out at center. And then Giampaolo trying to pass ahead, knocked down by Jake Lipinski. Mount Juliet better not think about pulling Vickery right now because it could cost them dearly. They got to wait. Puck back in the Ravenwood zone, sent past the net by Jordan Antar. Got knocked down on the far side by Owen Appel. And Appel is going to go to the box. Cross-checking the call. So Mount Juliet back in the power play down 4-2 with 94 seconds to go. If this score holds, Mount Juliet stay alive in Tier 1 and Brentwood go down. Draw is to Miller's left. Puck leaks out to center. Now Oliver Lutz back in the other direction. The shot stopped and held on to by Keaton Moffitt. I'm sorry, Jesus Christ. Corbin Vickery, good Lord. So Mount Juliet failed to win the draw and immediately give up a short-handed chance. They do not need to be doing that. Draw is to the left of Vickery. Mount Juliet win it, turn it over behind their own net. Oliver Lutz a shot. Oh, I think he just missed. Here goes Jordan Antar, left wing side of the Ravenwood zone. Shot missed the net to the right of Miller. And the puck taken back, and Carter Spencer's shot blocked. Big battle for the puck just near the front of the net. Kenan Kaiser comes up with it. That's leaking to the slot, cleared out by Brady Friedman. We're inside the final minute of the game now. Puck cleared deep down ice by Friedman. Mount Juliet with it. Here's Tyler Dubois. Drops the puck back to Parker Triplett. Triplett back in the Ravenwood zone on the right wing side. Gets up a shot off of Miller's glove. Rebound Antar. Whiffed on. Brady Friedman held his stick down. Puck out into the slot. Comes back Antar. Shot in the left circle. Stopped by Miller. Rebound out in front of the net. Sent past the net. And the whistle is blown because Miller's mask got knocked loose. So 18.6 seconds to go in the game. 18.6 seconds to go in the game. 45 seconds left of the power play. Ravenwood up 4-2. If Mount Juliet hang on and lose by 2, they're still up. So it was late in the second. Ryan Woods got kicked out. Match penalty for kicking. I was told it was kicking, but now confirmed from Danny Corns that it was a match penalty. Rylan Kripe putting the puck out in front. Unable to get a stick on it with Spencer. They score! Jacob Thomas scores to convert the power play, and it's a 1-goal game. 4-3 Ravenwood with 6.1 seconds to go. And Mount Juliet's goal differential goes back down to -4. Folks, I can't believe the words that are about to come out of my mouth in 6 seconds. Mount Juliet with a puck off the draw. Dumped into the Ravenwood zone. Time runs out. Brentwood are relegated. Do you believe it? Brentwood are relegated to Tier 2. An impossible scenario becomes reality. Ravenwood win to stay alive. Mount Juliet lose by the margin they need to stay alive. And Brentwood will be getting into the elevator with Rutherford and pushing the button to the ground floor. Holy goodness. This is the most shocking moment in GNASH history, right? Right? One of the 2 most successful programs in the history of the league has to go down to Tier 2 and play in the Henry High Cup for the first time ever. This is the most shocking moment, right? I mean, I haven't been around GNASH since it started 25 years ago. But this is the most shocking moment, right? Right? There can be nothing else. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I do not believe it. If you had told anybody around this league before the season started that at the midway point Brentwood would have to go down to Tier 2 and play in the Hine Cup, they would have laughed at your behind. I would have laughed at your behind. But we were the crazy ones, and you were the correct one. Hendersonville leading USN 7-4 with 4 minutes to go. So, this is how things shake out. Ravenwood finished the first half of the regular season 3-4. Mount Juliet finished 2-4-1. Brentwood also finished 2-4-1. So you throw out the first two tiebreakers. Most wins, they each had 2. Head-to-head, their game finished in a 1-1 tie. So you go to tiebreaker 3, which is goal differential. Mount Juliet's -4, Brentwood -6. And even if you don't erase that one goal from the Father Ryan game because they won it by more than 6, it's -5. So they go down anyway. Just wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. I gotta pull out the Brentwood roster, folks, because some really good players are going to be finishing their careers in the Hine Cup. Wow. Hold on. Let me type this out, and then I'll do the usual post-game stuff. Hold on. Let me get out my little notebook here because write down the shots before they take them off the board because they don't always send in the shots. For some reason, either the shots didn't go. Sometimes they show no shots faced by any of the goalies. I don't know if they don't get written down or but yeah, sometimes you'll pull up a box score and for some reason it sometimes you got to hunt down and ask people. I know I'm rambling here, folks. Give me a few. I'm still. Well, the tiers are set now for the second half. Yeah, this means all the tiers are set. Both the tiers are set. I still got to do the usual post-game stuff of going over the goal scores. You and Brentwood won't see each other again until next year.
I know,
That's insane.
That's crazy. I know.
All right, so the goal scorers. Finally moving on to that. For Mount Juliet, Ryan Woods, who they got to talk to him about what he did late in the second, because this is just dumb. That could have ended up killing his team's season. He got kicked out very late in the second for a match penalty for kicking. Ryan Woods, Jordan Antar, and Jacob Thomas. Jacob Thomas had the goal with 6 seconds left that confirmed Mount Juliet would lose by 1. And for Ravenwood, the goals came from Oliver Lutz. He had the first one. Liam Powell had the second. Brady Friedman had the third. And the game winner came from Cannon Kaiser. Player of the game, I'm gonna give it to Liam Powell, because that dude has an aura. I mean, for God's sake, late in the third, Mount Juliet had a power play with him in the box for cross-checking. And it was a terrible power play. They didn't get a shot on it. Ravenwood, it was like a penalty. It was like a power play for Ravenwood. The puck was down in the Mount Juliet end so much. I mean, that dude has an aura. He just is an aura. It's just crazy. Wow. All right, folks, let me get my Brentwood roster. I know I'm prolonging this, but oh my God. These are the Brentwood players who will be playing in the Hein Cup to finish their careers. Owen Seeley, Graham Engelhart, Ty Essenmacher, Hill Houston, Aiden Pustizzi, Trey Wilkins. Oh. Well, Mike Jones, the Rutherford head coach, predicted to me a few weeks ago that Brentwood would be going down with Rutherford, and he was right. He was right. He was right. We're not going to have a Battle of the Woods until next year. A second Battle of the Woods. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. My God. My God. My good God. Oh, my God. Let me text Rich. And Hendersonville wins 7-4. So Hendersonville beats Gallatin. Oh, Messed up a text earlier. So, all right. Well, we got 3 of the 4 games in the books, 3 of the 4 finals in the books, and they're the ones we need. So Summit Page beat the Outlaws 4-2. That means Summit Page will be moving up to Tier 2. Ravenwood beat Mount Juliet 4-3. Mount Juliet on goal differential will stay up. Brentwood will move down. Centennial Station Camp Liberty Creek, that's the opening game of the second half. I'm sure I'll get a score when I get home. Hendersonville Beach Gallatin beat USNBA Nashville Christian FRA Good Pastures 7-4. So here are the standings with the 3 first half games of the books. The final standings, by the way. Tier 1 final standings of the first half. Franklin and NBA finish at 6-0-1. Father Ryan and Pope Prep MOK, GCA, and Ravenwood all finish at 3-4. Let's see. How would you rank them? Father Ryan beat Ravenwood. Ravenwood beat Pope. Ryan beat. I guess you'd put Ryan in front of both of them because they beat both of them. And then you put Ravenwood in front of Pope. Mount Juliet-Wilson, Central Green Hill, and Brentwood both finish at 2-4-1. But again, Mount Juliet-Wilson, Central Green Hill finish with a better goal differential. 13 goals allowed. 13 goals scored, 17 goals allowed -4. Brentwood, I know it says 20 allowed, 20 scored, 25 allowed, but for official tiebreaker purposes, it's 19 scored, 25 allowed. But even if you didn't have to take off that 1 goal scored, it would still be -5, and Brentwood would still be going down, and they'll be going down with Rutherford, who finished Tier 1 at 1-6, or the first half at 1-6. Tier 2. Ensworth, Nolensville, Lipscomb finishing with a perfect 7-0 record. Summit Page finishing at 5-2. Hendersonville Beach Gallatin loses out on the wins. They finish with 10 points just like Summit, but they lose out on the most wins tiebreaker 5-4. They finish third with a record of 4-1-2. Centennial and the Outlaws both finished 2-3-2. Centennial finishing ahead of the Outlaws because they beat them. USNBA Nashville Christian finished 2-4-1. Station Camp Liberty Creek finished 1-4-2. And Independence Ravenwood 2 finish at 0-6-1. The schedule for next week is not going to be posted probably until tomorrow night. I'm sure Jim Diamond has to go to bed, and I'm sure he probably can't do it while he's working tomorrow. I'd be very surprised if it's not up by tomorrow night. So we can't give you a schedule. I will tell you one thing, though. The 8:15 game on the South Rink here in Antioch is now going to be starting at 9:15. And the reason for that is because they want the officials from the 7:30 game over on the north to come over and be able to do this game too, because they've had some shortages lately because of illness. So again, starting from next week, the South Rink game in Antioch is going to start at 9:15. All right. I think it's time for me to shut up. What a first half to the season. What a first half to the regular season. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Franklin might have the best team in the league, and Brentwood are going to go down and play in the Henry Hine Cup. I'm happy for Franklin. Don't get me wrong. Franklin have had some pretty bad years as long as I've been around this. I'm very happy for them. I'd love to see them go all the way. They have a very good chance. Oh, but my God. Brentwood are going down. God, what a crazy, crazy season this is. I feel sorry for everybody in Tier 2. because they're about to deal with a real pissed off Brentwood team. Maybe Rutherford. They got to deal with a real pissed off Rutherford team too. It's not going to be fun for any of those 6. I'm going to shut up now. I'm Michael Hackney. Our final score tonight, Ravenwood 4, Mount Juliet-Wilson Central Green Hill 3. Ravenwood and Mount Juliet staying up. Brentwood going down. Cats and dogs living together. Crazy world we live in. Have a great weekend. See you next week from somewhere.